I want to begin this video by firstly apologising for how upsetting, discomforting and disturbing some of the things you are about to see are going to be to a multitude of Beatles fans. Because of how difficult it may be for many of you to accept this inconvenient truth, and also because my own mother kept trying to defend the Beatles and John Lennon's song Imagine, I have conducted a lot of research on this and created this full documentary movie where I will unfortunately be exposing them. And by the way, if you can't see what's wrong with that song from the very first sentence, then I'm sorry, but you're completely lost. I would also like to add that I do not take pride in doing this and wish I were teaching something else. But it is imperative that people know the truth about their favourite artists, because this goes well above and beyond mere entertainment, as I'm sure many of you already know. I warn you now that you will see and hear some very disturbing things in this video, and I'm not proud of that either. I won't blame you if you stop watching because of this, but I will blame you if you continue to listen to the Beatles' music after knowing it. So please don't ignore the evidence simply because it's unpleasant and not what you want to hear. Ignorance is not bliss when it leads to the brainwashing of your mind. The following will be one of the most unbelievable and inconceivable things you will ever see. So join me now as we discover some of the crazy things that take place in this very crazy world in which we live in. Hi there everyone, it's Adam here, and I'm going to be doing another very important video here about music. Which music should we be listening to and which shouldn't we be listening to? Now, yeah, a bit upset about this, many of you will be, but the Beatles, any of you that listen to the Beatles, if you're Christian, I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but you really should stop listening to their music. I've been through the religious views of the Beatles. You can see it here on Wikipedia, and they were anything but Christian. In fact, they were very anti-Christ in their beliefs. We have John Lennon, who, although his music sounds good, people say he was a great music writer and so on, but I did see some controversy on John Lennon about some of the music he wrote being pro New World Order, and you listen to the lyrics of some of his music and yes, very pro New World Order, come together, and imagine. This was the one that I first heard about. People were against this song Imagine, and I thought, well, why is that? And then I considered the lyrics. I went through the lyrics very carefully, and yes, imagine there's no heaven, imagine there's no religion, and the world will be as one, everyone coming together. That's another one of their songs, Coming Together. I mean, this is, you know, fulfilling the this New World Order agenda of a one world religion, you know, religions uniting. Lennon was anti-religion, okay. Well, actually, Lennon didn't really know what he was, okay, and neither did the other Beatles, Okay, but Paul McCartney was brought up possibly Roman Catholic, yeah, baptized as Roman Catholics during childhood, and this, oh, now I suspected he was a Catholic because of his song Let It Be. Now, listening to the lyrics for that song, okay, everyone thinks it's a great song, and it has been very popular. But you listen to the lyrics of it, and it's like, whoa, wait a minute. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. This is very Catholic, okay? It's not Christian at all. Actually, I had this conversation with my mother a few days ago because I did say to her, well, what about Paul McCartney's Let It Be song? It sounds very Catholic. And she said, no, his mother was actually called Mary, and he wrote that song for her. So I thought, oh, okay then, I'll let that one drop. Although it does still sound very Catholic, even if that wasn't the intention behind this Catholic raised songwriter. And then we have Harrison, okay, broadened his interest of Indian culture to Hinduism. So Harrison actually became Hindu and was involved in Hare Krishna tradition, okay, false god Krishna. Lennon, as I said, was atheist or agnostic, he didn't really know. And, well, none of them really knew because apparently Lennon spoke for all of them regarding religion. Here we go. Are you speaking for the group? This is, I think it was an interview they had. Got Playboy here. Are you speaking for the group or just for yourself? Lennon, for the group. Harrison, John's our official religious spokesman. Oh, really, Harrison? I thought you had become a Hindu and Lennon was, what, atheist? Agnostic? Not really sure. So, yeah, very strong in all of their beliefs there. Yeah. A bit all over the place, really. Not really knowing what they are, where they are, maybe. You listen to some of their songs, and yeah, it seems to be the case. Bit all over the place. Speaking of which, I'm going to go to some of their music now because I was just going through an album I had in my music library here, and I saw some of the tracks on it, and I thought, oh yeah, look, here comes the sun. Could we be looking at sun worship there? And then just underneath it, Sun King. Oh, I thought, wait a minute, what? Golden Slumbers, I'm not sure what that is, but let's just go over Sun King, shall we? This track is very mellow, calming, almost like meditation music. It's probably drug inspired from listening to it, and it puts one into a susceptible, suggestive state of mind. Okay. It's psychedelic, new age sun worship madness, and it's how you evoke evil spirits. Okay. And then later on in this song, it starts going into this bizarre language. They start speaking this bizarre language. Some of it's Italian. Perhaps McCartney had some influence there, or Harrison being brought up Roman Catholics. And I had a look online to figure out what they were saying here. And once again, it's complete nonsense. Okay? Madness again. It's quite dangerous, I would say, to put yourself into this state of mind and have this madness, putting all this madness in. Okay? It's awakening the spirits. You're opening your mind to suggestion, which is really not good. Now, I'm sorry if you really like the Beatles, but this track, I believe, was deliberately designed to initially put one into a suggestive, hypnotic state with the music. Okay, it starts off very mellow. It puts you into this state of mind, and then the lyrics are, "Here comes the Sun King." So once they've done that, once they've put you into that deep hypnotic state of mind, they then suggest a Sun King is coming. And this isn't done by mistake, okay? They haven't just tried to be creative here and just, we'll come up with whatever. This is intentional, clearly. And the name of the track also, Sun King. It doesn't get more sun worship than that, I'm afraid. And, well, the Beatles, as I will explain later on in this video, were fully involved and knew exactly what they were doing.